Tom, this is your first solo show in Hamburg, and you're showing a variety of works and installations that deal with questions of evolution, politics, and ethical treatment of animals, and what all, or not all, but a lot of these works have in common is that you work with animals, parts of animals, taxidermied animals, and what does that mean?
Well, it's not an exhibition about animals, basically. So they're different creatures. Like we've got this ape here, which is probably in the picture as well, dealing with Darwin. We've got pearls, but they're on destruction of wealth. We've got beetles, dung beetles, which refer to work by Alexander McQueen, worms, which concern the moving of time. So it seems to be like coherent, but the approaches are very different.
Okay, then let's talk about specific works. You mentioned the baboon.
Well, in 2008, the Archbishop of Canterbury apologized basically to Darwin for misunderstanding the theory of evolution. This is late but brave at all. And this ape, or sacred baboon, actually, as it's called, is dragging this rope across this carpet, commenting on this event. The ape you see here is also referred to as Darwin's ape, this baboon. And the bubble machine has a different connotation. In the baroque, you had certain symbols for vanitas motifs. So this symbolizes, it's basically called Homo Bulla back then, and you had a small putto with a bubble saying that our lives are very brief, and so all those bubbles which float around the room are disappearing very soon, and this is basically about all of us having to die sooner or later, and it's on the superiority claim of especially like Christianity, in context to that we are just one species out of many. If you look at evolution, evolution doesn't care whether you're an ape, an ant, or a human being. It just rolls down a timeline, and it's not aimed, and it's uncontrolled. And in this time frame, in a universal time frame, this span of time the humans have been on the planet and will be is probably very short. So this is like the whole context of this piece.
Okay. Another spectacular piece you did is a hat which is crowned by a number of big black beetles, dung beetles, or they are called scarabaeus in Egypt.
Yes.
And how did you manage to get these beetles, and what is this work referring to?
There was a fashion designer called Alexander McQueen, who lived in London, just died, I think, this April. And he had a hat called Butterfly Hat in 2008 in the spring collection, which was very fluffy and light and very interesting. And I thought this were the noughties with like splendor and megalomanians and butterfly paintings and stuff like that, but this time is definitely over. So what would be the answer in the year 2010? And I came up with this dung beetle or dung roller hat or scarabée hat, which is consists out of 140 of those beetles which come from Central Africa, and it's much more dark. It deals much more with death and life, since all those creatures lived before and now they're displayed on this hat. So there is the drop of height is different compared to this fashion work, and also this fashion work, the butterflies there were made out of feathers. This work consists of real beetles, and again this the connection between life and death and all those creatures looking at you, and every creature being an individual is quite interesting. When you look into that work in detail. That's another phenomenon those works are hard to display just in a photo and a film. Basically, you just have to come and see them. You have to walk around them and feel them.
You have another piece here which consists of 1.5 kilo of pearls, precious pearls, and they're in this sort of machine, and slowly but surely they are grinded down to dust.
Exactly.
And you probably have something you want to say to us about this piece as well.
You explained it basically. So it's a simple piece, but it's striking because you see those pearls, and especially if you're a woman, you just want to kind of get your hands on them and wear them, and you even see the holes for the chain, and it's a whole lot of pearls. They look very nice, but this grinder just causes them to end up as dust. And if you look at the surface or at the edges, you can also see this dust, so this process is taking place right now. We don't know how long it will take, but it's inevitable that it's going to happen. And it's just a metaphor for what's happening in the world. If you look at people who spend tons of money on worthless things, or just wealth disappearing because of mismanagement or whatever. So it's a simple picture, but that's what I'm trying in my works. They're kind of conceptual and theoretical, but if you see the result, it's catching, and there's some sort of emotion, and you have to feel it.